This legendary is finally in a meta deck. Introducing the Octosari Fatigue Demon Hunter. If you watched a lot of my videos in the previous expansion, then you know how much I love Octosari Arana combos. This was my favorite thing to do in the previous expansion, but now that we have Elise the Navigator and Endbringer Umbra, this deck's potential and consistency is through the roof.
I've never seen anything like this! The computer's exploded!
Shut down the power source right away!
There's a lot to go over for this deck in particular, but the first thing that I want to explain is how exactly the Octosari and Arana interaction works and how this combo is even possible. The main way that you are going to trigger this combo is by playing Arana and Octosari in the exact same turn, so that way you can play Return Policy to automatically trigger the Octosari's Death Rattle. You do not need to kill Octosari in order to enact this OTK. Sometimes you need both return policies, but there's also Elise the Navigator to potentially give you a 1-mana location that summons a 1/1 copy of a minion. This is extremely useful for the Octosari combo because now if you can fit an Immolation Aura into the combo, then you can make your opponent draw 8 more cards out of the deck if you happen to high roll from your Elise. And that's how you execute the combo. Now, how exactly does this damage actually work? Arana Thrillseeker's ability is one of my favorites from Perils in Paradise because there are not that many abilities in current Hearthstone that allow you to manipulate your own fatigue. So the whole point of this deck is to activate Octosari's Death Rattle as many times as possible with your Arana Thrillseeker on the board. And every single time that you take fatigue damage, Arana will hurl that damage to a random enemy. This combo is not necessarily the greatest if you have to worry about a bunch of minions on the opponent's side of the field, which is why Ceaseless Expanse is in this deck. You're not going to need Ceaseless Expanse every single time to set up the OTK, but it is a very necessary card in case you are going up against some matchups such as Ship DK. This right here is the power of Octosari Demon Hunter. The consistency on this deck is absolutely through the roof thanks to Spirit Peddler being in this deck. The idea is that Spirit Peddler can make your Octosari and your Arana cost 0 mana, but there's also a lot of interesting synergies that are possible because of the mana discount. Most notably being your Return Policy and your Endbringer Umbra. You don't want to use both return policies on Spirit Peddlers because there might be some instances where getting a second proc of the Octosari Death Rattle is absolutely necessary. But the combo with Spirit Peddler and Endbringer Umbra is absolutely massive to not only reduce the cost of your Arana Octosari combo, but to also discount cards such as Ziliax, Bob, or even the Endbringer Umbra itself. The combo isn't necessary to beat every single matchup such as Menagerie Priest, so in matchups like this, you are essentially a pseudo-control deck. But primarily speaking, the whole objective of this deck is to keep yourself alive in order to activate your Octosari combo. So let's go over the tools that are in this deck to help you stay alive. Ball Hog, Ancient of Yore, and Bob the Bartender are exactly the tools that you need in this deck in order to help you thrive and survive. Obviously, Ball Hog has been a staple in Demon Hunter for a while, but seeing Ancient of Yore in a deck that's not Warlock can sometimes raise a couple of eyebrows. The reason why I love this card being in the deck is because I love the interaction with Ancient of Yore and Red Card. Obviously, Red Card can be used to stall out a minion that might be threatening you at any particular moment within the game, or maybe you could even use Red Card before popping off your Octosari combo. But my favorite utilization of this card is just to simply slam it on my Ancient of Yore, so that way I can get 10 extra armor as well as 2 extra card draws. And in a deck that needs to draw as many cards as possible to not only draw out its combo, but to also deal lethal damage, I think that Ancient of Yore 100% deserves a spot in this deck. 2 other cards that I'd like to talk about before we get into the Muligan breakdown is going to be Patches the Pilot and Infestation. A lot of people are going to ask if Patches is absolutely necessary in this deck, and I have some bad news. He technically is. The reason why Patches is absolutely core in this deck is because you get to shuffle 6 extra cards into your deck, as well as giving yourself 6 1/1s with charge. Essentially, if you play Patches, draw out all the minions, and kill all the minions from the deck, that is a discount of 13 mana on your Ceaseless Expanse. Not to mention that the Patches minions can be perfect with cards like Infiltrate that you hopefully want to target on your own minions to deal as much damage as possible. And that's why Infestation is also a great card. Infestation has a great combo where you can play the 1 mana Stinger, and then with the 2/1 minion with Rush that has been summoned, you can use Infiltrate to get maximum damage onto the board, while dealing 3 damage to everything, and then picking off 2 other minions that might have more than 3 HP. And now let's finally talk about the Mulligan. There are essentially 2 different ways that you want to mulligan with this deck. You want to keep your card draw, but you also want to keep removal against the matchups where you're going to need it. This deck is a great example of an archetype that absolutely needs to know what you are playing up against in order to mulligan effectively. Because if you're going up against a control matchup or any slow matchup that isn't going to threaten lethal, then you absolutely should keep your card draw tools such as your Grim Harvest, your Paraglide, and your Ancient of Yours. But if you're going up against a deck that has a lot more aggressive tools, then the cards that you're going to need to keep are going to be your Patches the Pilot, your Infestation, your Infiltrate, and in a lot of cases, your Ball Hog. But generally speaking, the cards that you want to keep more often than not are going to be Patches, Grim Harvest, Infiltrate, as well as Elise the Navigator. And that's the one bit of bad news that I have with this deck. You are probably going to need to do your homework if you're going to play this deck effectively.
Sit down and study! Stop crying and do your schoolwork!
If you would like more information on my bold new treatments, please send away for this free brochure entitled, "You Can Either Calm Down or I Can Pop You in the Mouth Again."
And one line of play that I would like to highlight is just how valuable the Elise location is. Generally speaking, you are only going to get the 1 mana location out of Elise, because it is extremely crucial for you to get the 1/1 copy out of the location if at all possible. There might be some arguments for a 5 mana location if you play Elise on turn 4 or turn 5, and the only reason why you would go for 5 mana location is if you absolutely need the survivability from it. Gaining armor, having 2/1s with rush, or even generating a spell can sometimes be very crucial to help you survive. But aside from the 1/1 copy being extremely good with cards like Octosari, it is also notably good with cards like Ball Hog and Spirit Peddler. And if you're trying to juice up the Umbra before you pop off your combo turn, getting some extra Spirit Peddlers can be a massive advantage. There's a lot of synergies that can go unnoticed, there's a lot of combo potential that might not be utilized properly, but the most important thing about this deck is that it is actually my favorite deck within Hearthstone right now. So if you're looking for a combo deck that takes a little bit of finesse and a lot of skill to play properly, I highly, massively recommend Octosari Fatigue Demon Hunter. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future uploads. Let me know down in the comments what kind of decks you guys have been enjoying. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck breakdown. And most importantly, thank you for enjoying this new video format. 1, 2, ooh, that was a draw. Oh, that's a draw, baby. That is a draw, baby! Get this guy out of here. Please make him concede the game.
Suck.
And if that doesn't work, then we have this. Remember when the peak of comedy was, "This is so sad, play Despacito, watch Clark disagree with me"? Dude, if you think that's the peak of comedy, you have a lot more comedy to be looking at. Some random ass meme is funnier than than Norm Macdonald? I think not. I'm sorry, but no. I do disagree with that. Okay. Very surprised to not see this man concede. Didn't I? Yeah, I already posted this deck on Twitter. Wait a minute. But sadly, my tweets about Hearthstone decks aren't doing nearly as well as my tweets that shit talk the game. And that's really the sad news at the end of the day. This tweet barely broke 100, even though it has fucking Octosari Demon Hunter, dude. Big DK, Maxi, you know, combo. This is the deck right here, though. Oh, I do have the Raptor in here. I found that the meta is really heavily rock, paper, scissors, priest beating paladin, paladin beating any control deck, control beats priest. It's not that simple. Like, that's the general idea, but it's not actually that simple at the end of the day. People just don't get excited about real combo deck. I mean, yeah, dude, but I feel, okay, so like, you can't just hate a combo deck because it's a combo deck. I'm sorry, but if you hate combo decks, you must hate fun, dude. Like, it's one thing to not like going up against a combo deck. I'm not gonna take that away from anybody, dude. But it's like, to say that OTK decks are the worst decks in Hearthstone, it's like, do you see what the game is now? I would take getting comboed any day. I didn't get copy. Okay, this is not good. Like, the people that just hate combo decks because they hate combo decks, how are you any better than someone who hates aggro decks because they're aggro decks, or hates control decks because they're just control decks? Like, the meta already sucks. I don't know, man. If there were a couple of combo decks, things would be slowed down a little bit, hopefully. I just get OTK'd by Owl Druid every single day. See, and it's like, just say you hate Owl Druid, you know? Like, why are you gonna lump together every single combo that exists in this game because Owl Druid is good? You know? Like, the difference between me saying that I hate all Menagerie decks and someone saying they hate all combo decks is that Menagerie decks are all hell-bent on Menagerie Jug as a card. I'm silently admitting to you that it's not about Menagerie decks, it's just about that one fucker. It's just about that one card that I really hate seeing. Why I hate the King Plush combo deck? Okay, that's because everything, you know the reason why I hated that. I don't just like, see, this is exactly the point that I'm saying though. I don't just like a deck because it's a combo deck. I like the combo deck because it's doing something interesting. It's a challenge to get to the end, and the thing that makes it fun is how you have to sometimes go in a bunch of different directions in order to finally make it to road. It's not just the same route every single time in order to deal the combo in that same order every single time. That's something that I really want out of my combo decks. I want them to have a variability, you know? The reason I did not like King Plush is because it was the easiest thing to set up. The Muligan was the most important decision that you have, and if the Muligan is the most important decision that you're making, you're not thinking about the cards. You're not playing the cards. Played your Warlock deck that got you to Legend, got me Legend, so thank you. Wait, my Warlock deck didn't get Legend. I hit Legend with DK. Are you talking about the Gam Warlock combo? We were playing that in Legend. Just want to make sure I'm clarifying. Okay, I meant DK. Okay, sweet. It's very synonymous with Warlock right now, because I still love your decks. Which DK did I hit Legend with? Big DK. I will hopefully be posting a video later tonight, after I do a little stream today, and then just edit for the rest of the night. I want to talk about Big DK. I made a tweet about it, Rachel. I'll actually just link you the tweet. I've been making a lot of tweets recently, so to say that I made a tweet about it and then have to scroll all the way down to this post. I hate combo decks that consistently win on turn 5, turn 6, and turn 5 to turn 7. See, and that's the take that I wish more people would say. You don't hate combo decks, you just hate getting comboed early. The only people that are allowed to hate combo are people that always play control. And if you always play control, you're supposed to hate combo. So I'm sorry, I still don't feel bad for you. You're supposed to hate combo. It's like it counters you by design. That's what it does. What should I hate? Hate whatever you want, but if you're gonna hate something, hate it for the right reasons. That's really what I'm trying to say. If you're gonna be a hater, at least hate for the right reasons. All right. Don't worry. Trust me, chat. There's a reason for this. People call them crazy, but Flare and E-Core were just ahead of the curve. No, they weren't ahead of the curve. They just they understood what was happening and they'd rather do other things. I don't really think it's being ahead of the curve in order to, you know, get out while your chips are, you know, are taken away. Just hate Clark, exactly. Just hate me. I'll be like Naruto, I'll take all the hate at once, and if you block me on Twitter, then I won't care about it. Crazy, I was crazy once. They locked me in a room, a rubber room with rats, and the rats made me crazy. I mean, wouldn't the rats be your friend? That's gotta be a reference, but I don't know the reference. Chat is happening again. I'm not gonna lie, man, this is making me want to put Ysera in the deck, but Ysera's just such a bad card. What did people hate in 2014? Freeze Mage, Wallet Warrior, Aggro Hunter, Miracle Rogue. Those are the decks that people hated in 2024, or in 2014. I would say the most hated card back in the day was probably still Ice Block. New Rogue Quest with Quasar? Brother, the deck is already dead. Why do you want to kill it even harder by adding Quasar to the deck? Like, you're joking, right? Please tell me this is not a legitimate, like, we know this is a meme, all right? This has to be a meme. If you're saying this legitimately, I got some bad news for you. Quest Rogue is literally the worst deck of the game, and if we're adding Quasar to it, it ain't getting better. Can I post a link of me hitting the 0.1% on the pet? I'm leveling it up. Oh, you got it? You actually rolled a 1 in 1,000? It was on the first roll, right? Whoa. Whoa, dude. Can you kill something that is already dead? I mean, if you kill its legacy, technically. The only card I don't want to mill is Ceaseless. But at the same time, I don't think Ceaseless actually matters. I need Peddler so I can discount Arana. My 3 favorite quests of all time? Oh man, that's a hard one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, DK is kind of up there, but I definitely, I mean, I can't say any of the quests would be my favorite so far. Ooh. All right. Let's roll those dice, shall we? I got the Peddler. Did I? Oh, I lost the other return policy. Shit. Wait, no, they're both in my hand. Dude. We just win now. Oh my god, this deck is insane. This deck is like actually just turbo busted. Time for another new deck. Dude, if this deck is playable, I could literally see myself playing this deck all day. Okay. We can kill one, red card the other. Do I ever get away with an AoE here? Wait a minute. This into AoE. No, I don't have enough mana for that. Oh, now I might have to do it. Wait. I really want to play this. Honestly, do we just fire it? Can he just somehow kill me? I'm taking 20. If I fatigue for 5, that's 10. That's a bit too much. And I also have to worry about the Yor. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, I can't do it yet. Okay. Yeah, the asteroids would have killed me. Better do it this way. Dude, this is insane. He needs to deal a ridiculous amount of damage to me. Oh, wait, that's 9.
My god, how does he do it? Clark HELLSCREAM, the best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
You know, wait, you know what I could do now instead? Wait, I could just go ceaseless. Oh, they hate these secrets, dude, wait. Okay, this is still lethal. This is still lethal. Pretty sure this is still lethal. So we start with this. We're definitely dead if we do this without playing Arana. We need to play around Counterspell. And now I can Arana into Umbra, into this, hit Octosari, and that should be GG. Damn right I do. Dude, this deck is like actually a thing. This is a real deck. Octosari Demon Hunter is a legitimate real deck now. I can't believe I am saying these words. Is this a good or bad thing that this deck is good? Because the only way this deck can be good is if everything's doing nothing. Time to go ladder? Dude, I've been on ladder the whole time. Yeah, you mean time to go up? Time to go up the ladder? Yeah, dude. 5-1.
The best Hearthstone player.
Octosari is a real win condition now. I'm like unironically having so much fun right now playing this deck. I'm beating Murloc Paladins. I've beaten, okay, I lost to one Paladin earlier. But that's because I drew like literally, my AoEs were the bottom 9, bottom 8 of my deck. So I was just always gonna lose that. Ooh, let's go, dude. This is a really strong hand. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Infestation in this deck is very important. Why is everyone saying Hearthstone is dying? Because a lot of people are very unhappy with decisions that are happening at the top. That actually might be better than Infestation here. The main reason why a lot of people are very frustrated with the game is because the higher-ups and the executives keep making decisions at the expense of not just the players in the community, but also the designers. And so now the designers are just gonna catch flack as these guys that have no idea what they're doing are ruining Hearthstone from the inside because they're the ones that are profiting from it. Why make a good game and profit that way when it costs money to do that and we lose money doing that versus, you know, let's just make a shit game and people will buy it anyway. That's kind of what we're feeling right now in Hearthstone. Clark Buh Scream. Any idea why Octosari is in this deck? This deck has some good draw already. I can't imagine playing Octosari. Oh, you sweet poor child. You think we're using Octosari to draw the deck? That's not what we're doing with Octosari. I want you to look at another legendary in this deck, okay? I'll give you a hint. All right? It's a Demon Hunter legendary. Now I've given you a massive hint. Look at the Demon Hunter legendary card in this deck and then tell me why I want to draw a lot of cards. I think you'll figure it out. Set up for the Yor. Octosari is not in this deck to make Ceaseless cheaper. If anything, the card that's doing that is actually Patches. That's Patches' whole job, is to make Ceaseless very inexpensive. Very cheap. How didn't we think of Spirit Peddler before? Isn't it just bait? The reason why we weren't playing Spirit Peddler all those months ago is because we had Fell Hunter in the deck. Oh wait, no, we didn't have Fell Hunter. We had the weapon in the deck. So that way we could draw into Ball Hog, and then we had Octosari. So it was kind of there to give us like consistency that way. But honestly, the Spirit Peddler Umbra is actually not that bad. Why is my why is the win condition of your deck in your deck, Clark? I don't know. Because card games are dumb. How dare the designers put a win condition in my deck? That's exactly what the quests aren't. Imagine having a win condition. What kind of decisions are the higher-ups making? The cost seems the same, no? Brother, have you seen the $158 cosmetic? Have you not heard about the $150 cosmetic? If you haven't heard about that, then I genuinely am envious of you, because I wish I didn't know about how stupid this thing was. How does this win against Paladin? By removing and healing. I was thinking Ball Hog into this in order to like knock these guys out, but then I'd be taking another 12. Oh, what the f— Sadly, we're gonna lose to 2 Unga Bunga decks. Do I have to draw for an AoE? Harvesting whales sounds like a business model that doesn't hurt anyone, exactly, right? With that kind of thinking, you too could be a Microsoft executive. That was a really nice turn. Oh, thank you. I didn't want to play the Ball Hog because, like, oh, god damn it. I just need an AoE, dude. If I could stall so that way I could draw into an AoE, I could win the game, but also Corpsicle's kind of killing me. Ooh, okay, I really need to draw it here, dude. Okay, red card. Wait a minute. That could actually help. That's massive, actually. So this goes here. Red card here. Yeah, red card here. Do this into this. We are living. Have I considered not letting your opponent point at the face with spells? Ah, genius idea. I never considered it. Ignore my Clark just balancing out the scales. That was a shitty turn, that's all. Sound logic there, bud. Blizzard let me play Shaman, I would take a 45% win rate. You actually... Okay, that actually is correct, never mind. You can play a Menagerie Shaman. Glory posted Menagerie Shaman, and it looks pretty decent. Is it Jug or is it Quest? It's the Jug Quest. Alright, so this awakens. Would love to see that Shaman. I'll give you the code. You're only playing this deck because you want to play with the Starseeker sisters. Admit it! I mean, he's not wrong. I mean, he's definitely not wrong. I mean, wouldn't you? Umbra getting hit is huge. This into Umbra. And then I have, dude, I'm keeping this guy at bay. They have not announced a balance change yet, no. They have very lightly hinted at it with the tweet that they made not too long ago. You know, this is gonna look weird.
My god, how does he do it?
But just stick with me.
The best Hearthstone player that ever lived.
Wait. No, I do it this way, actually. Look at how smart he is, chat. Isn't it insane just how smart this man is? Save this for when these die, because he's gonna throw the spells at it. Wouldn't you? Oh, I love seeing this. I love this. I love this so much. Still doesn't have second corpse signal. He had an ooze. Why did he go for impact the board, dude? All right, here we go. Let's Reno Jackson back up to full health, shall we? I'm actually gonna go for 1 here, because I could play it this turn. Spell. Oh wow, we got unlucky. Okay, fine. Boom into boom into boom. Oh yeah! Suck it, Menagerie! I could have tempoed Arana, but I like Arana staying in my hand, you know? Back up at 30 health, man. Why are you still here? Does he not know how I win? I don't think he knows, chat. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man? We're gonna do this to a Menagerie deck. Keep your battery charged, bro. Played this deck yesterday, it's pretty solid. This deck is so much better than I thought it was. I thought this would be like a deck that'd be kind of hard to pop off with, but it turns out it's not really that hard to pop off with this. We'll talk about my mom, yo. Times he rhymes slow. Oh god, I love this deck. Yo, Tic Tac! Tic Tac, we found the meta breaker. We found the actual honest to god fun meta breaker. I should say Maxi found it. But dude, I'm now 9-1 with this, or 9-2 with this deck. I'm only losing to like Ham Buff Hunter and Murloc Paladins that are lucky enough to keep into me when I don't have my removal. Like, oh god, I love this deck. Hearthstone's so back, dude. Octosari playable. Who is this guy? Was this the priest? This is the Death Knight. Oh, that was the, wait, no, that wasn't the Menagerie DK. Wait, who was this guy? Also, why does this guy have Doomsayers? Hold on a minute, bro. Yo, chill. Bro needs to chill with all these Doomsayers. Where's the positivity, man? I don't really know what happened between him and his wife, but they divorced. Prime time for European viewers, so we know our history, yeah. I was looking for the egg salad guy. The egg salad guy, wait, what? Is that a reference? Okay, I've had 2 of the Spirit Peddlers die. I'm pretty sure we are always winning this now. There's a ball hog in this, right? There is a ball hog. So I should hit this. So now only these guys get discounted. It's dude, this deck is actually just perfect. Maxi, thank you for saving Hearthstone. Oh my god. Don't you remember a year or more ago, there was some guy who, oh, I do remember that. I actually do remember that. This is not the first time that someone has made this comparison, apparently. Is this lethal? Chat, I think this is like Omega Turbo fucking lethal. We're gonna sit here and we're gonna find out. 5 cards in deck, most of them being parachutes. This is literally the max amount of damage that I could deal. Why can't these guys attack? Oh, because of the other emulation, okay. Wait, dude, animations. Dude, animations are gonna take forever. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose because of animations. Oh my god, it's not enough. I have to hope. I have to fucking hope. I have to hope that it randomly picks Octosari. It picked it! Oh my god, it picked it! Or is this just enough? Oh my god! Oh my, let's go! The random 1 in 3 saved my ass! Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! That's a clip! That's a clip. That's a clip. That is 120% a clip, dude. Oh my god. Octosari saving Hearthstone. Oh my god, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ. What even is this deck? I love it so much. Yeah, exactly. Only new decks. This is a new deck. And I love it. I love this deck. Why has Hearthstone made it to where 52 health? I mean, yeah, that's common now. I kind of agree with you. 52 health is within easy kill range. It's because it's common to get to that now. Rank 4? Yeah, rank 4 legend. I hit rank 4 legend playing Nature Shaman during a competitive season. I didn't finish 7. I didn't finish rank 4. One of my biggest achievements. I feel like overall Hearthstone streamers seem more unhappy while playing the game.
You serious?
When the game puts out stuff that's negative for the community, we react negatively. Ooh. Have I ever hit rank 1? Actually, yes. I've hit rank 1 both in standard and in wild. In wild, I did it with like, okay, I'm just gonna clear this, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna clear this. In wild, I did it with Anything Paladin that had the Call Giants and Anything Can Happen. Love that deck. And in standard, it was another Paladin with Pipsy Paladin. Pipsy Lanessa Paladin, when we were the ones who broke it. Felt great. Nature Shaman was so much fun to play. I do agree that it was a fun deck, but it definitely lost its luster after playing 1,000 games. Jesus Christ. Played way too much Nature Shaman. What's the point of this deck? Killing your opponent with fatigue. Arana into Octosari. Proc Deathrattles with return policy. That is the ultimate win condition. The quest situation would get fixed somehow. I mean, all they have to do is buff it. What's the point of life? Being happy. And not screwing other people while doing it. That second part, a lot of people don't take into account, though. The whole point of life is to get through it as easily as possible without making it troublesome for other people. But that last part, we don't really do we don't really do very well. There's way too much meaningless competition and, you know, meaningless dick weighing that people do. Talks of fatigue. Do you have the Warlock fatigue deck? Fatigue Warlock? You mean Mill Warlock? I don't think there's a fatigue Warlock right now unless you're talking about Wild, and I don't play Wild, so I wouldn't know what's going on there. Murloc Paladin would be balanced if Brain Guild didn't exist. A lot of people have that take. I feel like that is something that could happen. Hopefully it doesn't happen. Alright, next turn we'll play the Peddler. They have infinite draw is insane. I meant to ask why I don't play Wild. I don't play Wild because if Hearthstone doesn't make me happy, playing another type of Hearthstone isn't going to make me happier. I play Standard because I like the idea of trying to figure out the tools that they give me. And Wild, I mean, new cards sometimes just don't matter unless they are like the Giga tier nuts. So it's like, I don't really want to play like older decks unless I'm in like a very, very specific mood. And also playing Wild, I hate to say it, man, but it's not relevant. And if the goal is to grow the stream, I have to play the format that people care about. And the honest to God stone cold truth is that when I play Wild, my viewership tanks. So it's like I'm not even really playing a format I enjoy. And I always like to use this example, but if Ruffle's not playing Wild, there's probably a good reason to not play Wild. Arena, I could play Arena, but I like to play my own decks, so Arena kind of complicates things there. I think they shouldn't totally gut Murloc Paladin. It's a new archetype and some people do enjoy it, and I do agree with that take, honestly. Like, I feel like they're not gonna nerf the quest itself because they want the quest to be good. That's the whole reason why they buffed it to begin with, but it's like, I don't know, man. I feel like you're gonna have to disappoint people either way by either nerfing it or not nerfing it. No matter what, it's a net negative. And the sad thing about this circumstance, how do we solve this circumstance? You solved it a month ago while you were still designing and like tweaking stuff, you know? Like that was the time to figure it out. And unfortunately now, like people's expectations are just completely shot. So I don't really think there is like an honest to God way to fix this. Like, okay, all right, now we're getting somewhere. $126 and 74? Brother, that's more games than I played, and you're the one that, and you say you hate Hearthstone? You're literally playing more than your content creators are. That's an absurd win rate, dude. Well done. What do we got here? Is this Rainbow DK? All right, not gonna lie, this is pretty based. I mean, if you're gonna play, I actually love how you're not playing Menagerie. Wait a minute. So it's just honest to God tempo. Not gonna lie, I kinda wish I still had Bob. Maybe I needed to take some damage so that way I could Bob when I had minions. Gotta slow down the damage at least a little bit. Okay, that's, well, we might be proving the point with Brain Gill, but at the same time, the Brain Gill wouldn't exactly be an issue if these Murlocs weren't fucking unkillable. Wow, these are just so bad. How did I not get removal there, dude? Jesus Christ. Alright, I have an idea. I don't like doing this, but... Okay. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this. Awesome rank, Clark. Ah, thank you. It's very elementary rank. What's the plan? Ceaseless. We're pretty much all in on Ceaseless. Never doubt me ever again, chat. Might be able to fatigue myself. I really wish I had 11 mana. But then again, this does just work. Whew! You know what else we could do? We could do this, discount this, play this into this, and still win with the fatigue combo. We're fucking we're a madman, dude. We're so fucking good, dude. Never doubt me ever again. I know, right? This deck is so interesting. I don't even know if I played this deck perfectly. I don't think I played it perfectly here, but like, let's fucking go. I was like, I need Ceaseless. I'm going for Ceaseless. Find Ceaseless. All right, so you can trade into the Ceaseless. But what will you do against the Arana? Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on. We might actually have to win with the fatigue game plan. That's a lot of Murlocs. He actually got a taunt? Double Reborn? Alright, hold on. He threw out the well played. There is a line here, chat. There is a line. This into hit Spirit Guide. Spirit Guide hits the Octosari. Alright. Coping hard today. I see. Okay, you know what? Sit down and watch the fireworks. I believe in my deck. What's up? Where are you now? Where's your doubting now? You doubt my power? You come at me and you doubt me. They say that he's the greatest Hearthstone player to ever live. When everyone doubted him, he still found a way to persevere. Bitch, I'm him. Sit down and maybe you'll learn something in this stream. Yes, Jesus is back. Jesus has risen. Hearthstone Jesus is here to show you the way. Do not follow these fish people. Yeah, who do you think you are? I am. Exactly.